Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video, and this is part 2 of the Lewis Keeling interview. Now this interview was really special for me, as Lewis is a man who has pioneered the future for men's and mixed netball. So I really hope you enjoy this part 2. Just another quick disclaimer that this video was filmed during the COVID-19 period, so the interview was conducted over Zoom.
So in mixed netball, you play with 4 ladies positions and 3 men's positions. And in men's netball, obviously, you're playing with all guys on court. In terms of the differences, I think men's netball, because there hasn't been much coaching out there, is a little bit less structured. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's not. One of the key comments that we get when we play against women's teams is that because we aren't so structured, it offers a variable that they haven't probably experienced before, and it makes them think in terms of their training, which is helpful. So that's something that we kind of hear over and over again. So yeah, I think that those are kind of the key differences in between the two. So I think one of the key parts about Knights being able to be set up and kind of men's netball progressing in this country is the engagement and the acceptance from the women's game. There's absolutely no reason why netball needed to engage with us so much or accept us in the way they have. We've progressed faster than we ever thought we could have done, and that's all down to the fact that teams at this level, for example, Super League and International, and even the Prem teams and the regional teams have decided to take us under their wing and bring us into their training sessions and make us feel so welcome. So it's a massive thank you to all of them. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing, and men's netball wouldn't have got off the ground at all.
So what has it been like for you guys in terms of engagement with international teams?
It's been pretty great, to be honest. We were really lucky after that first Super League season to be noticed. Dan Ryan from Northern Ireland came forward and decided that he wanted us to have us out there to Northern Ireland to give them some practice before the World Cup. We had a great tour over there for a weekend and played 2 exhibition games against them, which was brilliant and really tight games. Off the back of that, we also got invited up to Scotland to play against the Scottish national team, and we've had multiple tours to play against Wales as well, which have been always good fun. We were very lucky as well to have exhibition games against Barbados just before the World Cup, and they were as warm-up games before England and Australia were playing on those kind of same days. So it was great to be involved at that level, out there in front of crowds, and again accepted in that way within the sport.
Amazing. So where do you see the future of men's netball progressing to? Well, obviously once COVID-19 is over.
I think now that EMNA has started up, that's the England Mixed and Men's Netball Association, we were aiming for the Mixed and Men's World Cup that was in October this year. But obviously with COVID-19, that's been kind of postponed now, and so that's got pushed back a year. So it's likely that will be sometime next year. So that's one of the kind of key things for next year, which is to build an England men's team, which the trials have kind of already in process and are progressing. Obviously not at the moment, but they are progressing. And so progressing towards that is a key point. To support that, though, we're starting to see teams pop up all over the country, and we want to have a league that will kind of, and probably a national league and a national tournament that will progress towards players becoming part of that England team. And once you've kind of got that structure set up, then you start to build on top of that, because more and more teams will pop up. They'll want to be part of the leagues, and then you'll create a league structure from there, and we'll kind of see how it goes.
Amazing. So what would you say to someone looking to get into like men's or mixed netball but isn't sure like how to go about it?
Well, now that EMNA has been set up, you can get in touch with them directly, or if you know that there's one of the teams that are in your area. So there's a team called Titans in Leeds, Spartans in Manchester, Bristol and Bath got a team that's just starting up, and you've got a team in London, and possibly another team in London starting up as well. So you can get in touch with the teams directly if you find them on the kind of social media, or you can get in touch with EMNA, and EMNA will advise you where to go. EMNA have a website, they have the social media, and you can find them everywhere. The key points of Knights starting out was the engagement of one of our sponsors, that's playnetball.com. They run fantastic leagues in London, which we all played in and we were all part of. We didn't even ask for their sponsorship, they just came forward, decided they wanted to help us out, and got involved. So a massive thank you to them. We also have ball sponsorship from a company called Premier IT, who do kind of revalidation for doctors and nurses, and are working very closely with NHS during this time. And the last sponsorship is from a family called Family Ben, and they are a netballing family through and through. They've been fantastic supporters and players in the past, and they both Kerry and Reese, who are the mum and dad in that family, they both played for England Nets in the past and were a massive part of that. So a massive thank you to all of our sponsors. It's brilliant to have you on board, and we couldn't do it without you.
Thank you so much for talking to me today. It's been great.
That's all right.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Bye.